Slide in. Get a little closer. Go ahead. There we go. Now he's not a little kid. But once again, welcome back to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report. Live here, Coach's Corner on Soundgarden stage. And it's always fun. February 4th, 2023. This young man is our Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete Week. It was probably 4 times. I don't know what it is. It started when he was 8 years old, played in a youth all-star game with Luke Cromahawk, who's going to be a rising senior next year. He'll be a senior Benedictine, but I always mess his name up.
Nasir
Samuels. Okay, they were on an all-star team. They came in. I was at the ESPN radio studio, and we had a lot of fun talking about their adventures. But back then, I wish I would have taped it. It would have been a lot of fun. Your father probably has it.
Yeah.
But anyway, he committed to play at the University of Minnesota. Wait, how long ago did you do that? In the summer?
Yes, sir. The summer.
During summer, and he waited to the official National Signing Day, not early National Signing Day, to do it with his teammate Lamont
Mitchell,
who was out hurt. He's going
GMC,
Georgia Military College. So he waited for his friend, and his resume is unbelievable. Okay, played defensive back and receiver, and helped lead Benedictine to their 4-8 back-to-back titles. Played in 50 career high school games. Had more than 5,000 all-purpose yards and 43 touchdowns. Had 208 tackles, 15 pass breakups, 6 interceptions. I think one or two for a touchdown. I know you had one this year.
Yes, sir.
2 in your cream?
Yes, sir.
All right. As a senior, 63 catches for 680 yards, 8 touchdowns, made 7 catches for 65 yards or more, and 1 touchdown in the state championship game. Also rushed for 5 touchdowns, 4 punt return touchdowns. There's just so much. On defense, he had 72 tackles, 4 interceptions. He was named All-State by the Atlanta. You go look at all the publications that he was named All-State. It's unbelievable, but he's had a great career there. And once again, this week's Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete Week from Benedictine, senior defensive back, wide receiver. He probably drove the bus to the games too. And that's, of course, Zaquan Bryan. Well, congratulations, buddy. It's been a lot of fun all these years. I know your dad for a long time. His father played at Groves High School, and when I went over there to coach, the name Dooley was, I'm saying, who's this guy Dooley? And they tell me Anthony Bryan, he was unbelievable there, went on and played at college. But you've been doing this for a long time now. Let's go back. Did you ever think that little kid at 8 years old or whenever you started playing would be able to get to play big-time D1 football?
No, sir. Going back, I would have never thought about it. But, looking at it now, I'm grateful for everything that I have in my life. And just how everything is, how people say everything's falling apart, and I'm just grateful that everything's falling apart. Well,
it's falling apart now. What'd you have, over 30 schools recruit you?
Yes, sir, over 30.
Over 30. Why Minnesota? Why do you want to go somewhere where it's cold 6-7 months out of the year? When you live in beautiful Savannah, Georgia, you can go out and play. Well, I hate to tell you, the last 4 Saturdays or last 5 Saturdays, it's been 45 or below. But well, for me, it's not. For him, it's going to be like summertime where he's going. But why Minnesota? Why? I know it's a beautiful area. I saw all your social media tweets. You love fishing. Yes. Tell us why Minnesota.
Coach Flegg, he stayed in contact with me through the whole process, and he's the only. I won't say only coach, but he's the main coach that showed a lot of interest in me, and that showed a lot towards me and my family, and seeing that and getting that attention, that Minnesota was number 1 on my list. And just all the coaches talking to me every day, FaceTiming me every day, just wanting to be on the phone with me. That showed a lot of, gratitude and, just.
They wanted you.
Yes, sir. So with that, that was at the top of my list.
I know Mom and Dad are going to have freaking flyer miles, aren't they?
Yes, sir.
Because I don't think your mother or father missed anything you've done.
No, not at all.
All right, I'm going to throw a curveball at you. I tagged the University of Minnesota football, and we got Coach Britt. We know that, okay? Who's the better dresser, Coach Flegg or Coach Britt? Because he showed up at your playoff game. This guy was decked out in a suit jacket. I mean, a blazer, but, it's a tie.
Yeah, I would say it's a tie.
It's a tie. Okay, we got a follower. Well, he's the producer. You can't see him. He's home watching this. But Zaquan, we're so proud of you. Can't wait to follow your college career. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Lawrence Bennett, the man behind the scenes, the OG of the Coaches Corner Sports Network. So people are watching. Got a comment? You got a question for Zaquan? Just put it in the comment box. We'll put it up, and we'll have Zaquan answer it. All right. So Pee Wee football, middle school football. Was the game plan always to go to Benedictine?
Yes, sir. My cousin there, John Webster Kennedy, when he played, when I was, say, maybe 5th, 6th grade, I went to one of the games at Savannah State, just watching BC play, watching him play, watching how the team came together, won the game. That's why I knew I wanted to be in, Coach Brett behind it, Coach Brett behind everything, coaching. He chewed them out on bad plays, but, in good plays, he picked them up, and, he still does that now. So, not Minnesota, sorry, Benedictine, BC, that was my home. That was who I wanted to go to.
Well, I had the pleasure of having one of my sons play for Danny Britt. He's a player's coach. He's going to love you to death, but when you do something wrong, the wrath of Coach Britt, I mean, he's going to let you know. But he doesn't do it in a demeaning way either.
No, sir. No.
So he's there for you. He's there for you.
Yes, sir.
And, talking about the coaches at Benedictine, and, you're excited about the coaching staff at the University of Minnesota. Tell us about the rest of the coaches there. I mean, because they've been following you since you've been a little kid or a freshman at Benedictine also.
Yes, sir. Definitely Coach Houston. Coach Houston, he'd been at almost every middle school game. Him, Coach Phillips, Coach Coleman, Coach Orsini, Coach Williams, they would come to some of our, St. James games. And we played Hancock for, I think was the semifinals. All the coaches were there, even Coach Brett, all the football coaches were there. So, that showed a lot. And just them being there with me in middle school, I was like, wow, it felt like right now when I'm going to Minnesota. So, but I would say the coaches, they helped a lot during the process.
All right, if you're just tuning in, we're at the Weatherington Chiropractic Clinic after the week. 4th-time Weatherington Chiropractic Clinic after the week. And you know what, people? The kid deserves the recognition. I told him when he was that 8-year-old, when he signed his national intent to go to college, he was going to be part of my show. And he just happens to done something every year that's been unreal. I mean, so, all right. Freshman year, Benedictine. Did you foresee yourself ever going to these big-time places to play, like Miami, to play Christopher Columbus? Did they ever say that to you?
No, sir. Coach Brett never told us about the schedule. He always said just go out and play your hardest, do your best, and leave it all out on the field. So I wasn't really worried about going anywhere else to play and playing these other teams, other big teams in different states. But I was just going to go out and be me and be myself and play my game.
All right, but how many teams from this area make a trip to go play in Miami? What was that experience like?
It was a great experience, driving down to Miami, riding on the buses, being with your team for more than 2-3 hours, traveling to go play somewhere. It was fun, staying in the hotel, staying overnight, staying the day after the game. I'm pretty sure that made our bond way much stronger than usual.
Playing around town.
Yes, sir. So
what was that like down there? What was Christopher Columbus campus like? Was it
we didn't really get to see their campus, but I heard that their campus, like a college campus. So I'm pretty sure.
So they play the stadiums off from the school.
Yeah, so we had to play somewhere else, but I'm pretty sure I heard that their stadium is like a college campus. So
nice.
Yeah, but
good road trip though.
Yes, sir. Great road trip. But we went down to see FAU, Florida Atlantic. We took a tour of that school. That was pretty fun. Just seeing the college before a game. Most high schools don't really get to do that. Yeah, so that was a fun experience.
Nice. And if you're just tuning in, you're watching the Karl DeMasi Sports Report. We're at the Weatherington Chiropractic Clinic after the week with senior Benedictine defensive back, Minnesota commit, Zaquan Bryan. All right, so the next thing is you've had a great career. And usually he knows it. I send them the questions before they even come on. Even when they were little kids, I gave them questions. I didn't give him any questions. He's a pro now. He should be able to do this in the back of his hand. But did you ever think back-to-back state championships?
No, sir. But, it's a wonderful experience, being able to say that you won back-to-back. Most high schools can't say that in Savannah, and most high schools can't say that in Georgia.
The United States.
Yeah, in the United States. But being able to go back to back and winning last year, winning this year, winning my senior year and my junior year, and not in the middle missing 1 year but winning back to back, that was wonderful. That was great for us.
Now, Coach Britt was worried about this year. He said your preseason, non-region schedule, you guys could go 2-3, 1-4. What was the guys' mindset about going into preseason? Did you guys think about what he was saying, that the possibility that you couldn't come out without winning a game in preseason?
No, so we didn't really think about it. We just, like I said, we're going to come out, play our hardest, play our best. It doesn't matter who we play. We're going to give it our all.
So the guys, one game at a time and see what happens.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, I mean, it definitely has prepared them for where he's going. So 4 years Benedictine, St. James, Catholic school, education. What has been that experience like?
I mean, I would say it's not really kind of a different experience, but the only thing that's different is, school. In high school, you do a lot more because, you're constantly moving. But I would say, coming from one Catholic school to, a Catholic high school, it didn't really change a lot. But, yeah, the school part really changed a lot. So
back in the day when we went to Catholic school, we had the nuns, and that ruler ruled the classroom, and you didn't want to get hit with the ruler. But anyway, that's changed also. All right, teammates over the year, 4 years, and plus the alumni, your cousin, John Wesley Kennedy. I mean, what has it been like for you to go to a school like that where it's all boys, and every time I get somebody on, they talk about brotherhood. Have you lived that same experience?
Yes, sir. At BC, brotherhood really means something. You see a lot of alumni, a lot of guys that graduated 2 or 3 years ago come back to the games, come back to football games, basketball, baseball games, lacrosse, soccer. You see a lot of those guys come back, and you see the bond of brotherhood that they create with the guys that's still in high school. And, this year we had Wesley, Jonah Griffin, Coach, what's his name?
Caleb?
Not Caleb. Coach Phil. Coach Phillip. He played. He was on that 2015 state championship team. So he came back. He helped us. He was our DB coach. Jonah Griffin, Wesley. They came back. They helped us, and that just shows the brotherhood that they poured when they were there. They came back and poured the same energy into us, and that showed off. That showed that we won a back-to-back state championship.
All right. So you talked about the coaching staff. Majority of the coaching staff are BC alum.
Yes, sir.
Which one out of that coach staff is the craziest?
Craziest?
Or the wildest? Or the hype guy? Because it seems like Coach Houston is quiet. It seems like, I AJ for a long time, he's quiet. Who's the guy that gets you, the former BC cadet that's coaching now, to get you guys hyped up and pumped up?
No, that's Coach Houston.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
You see him and you think he's quiet, but he's not quiet. Anytime before a game, we're in the locker room before the game. He's screaming. When we do like our breakdown before we go into our position, skill position. Warm ups. He's getting us hyped, talking to us. Just he's doing a lot. But
something I knew about Coach Houston.
Yeah, he's our hype guy.
He's your hype guy.
Yes, sir.
All right. So now, Benedictine wrap up in May. You doing any other sports? You doing spring sport? You going to stick with track, or you just going to concentrate on getting bigger, faster, stronger from Minnesota?
I'm going to stick with track, but also I'm going to, work out, do it Minnesota. They bought me what is called my workout manual. They sent that down to me. So I'm going to do that, but I'm going to also stick with track.
And track, what are the events you do in track?
I don't know yet. I haven't talked to Coach Houston and Coach Caleb yet to see what events I'm going to do.
So they're going to get you involved in it. All right, so now you're entering college. Any specific major, any specific area that you might be interested before you go in there?
I want to major in sports management, also sports medicine. Just to come back and try to build something down here to help kids get get to where I am and follow their dreams. Hopefully, get to the NFL one day, and just we need more people out of Savannah, out of Georgia, to go to different places and show what Georgia produces, and that's what I want to do. I want to come back one day and just help them build like a facility or something like that. Just help them and hopefully get them to college, get them to the next level. All
right, last question. Family, mom and dad, been following you all along. I mean, your aunts, uncles, cousins. I don't know how many people have been following you. How much have they meant to your success?
They meant a lot. They've been I would say since I was in Pee Wee football, a lot of my family, my aunts, my uncles, my cousins, they've been to all my games, and showed me a lot, showed me a lot throughout the process, and to always go with my gut and do the right thing. So my family means a lot to me.
All right, and the last thing, BC community. Want to say something to the Benedictine community, whether it's your brothers at school or people there? What does that meant to you?
That means a lot. The brotherhood. That's basically like another family. As they're a part of my family too. A lot of the
and the
students,
teachers, and the
teachers, yes sir. Basically, BC is another family for me. Besides my actual family, BC is another family, and I will always come back and show BC a lot of love and come back to the school when I leave next year. Come back to the school and just show them that they
yes sir.
Yeah.
All right. Now number. They give you a number up there yet?
No sir.
So whenever you get there, you got to see what they give you.
Yes sir.
Well, Zaquan, it's been unbelievable watching you grow to the player you are, the young man you are, and I'm excited about following Minnesota football again because, like I said, Jalen Myrick out of Savannah Christian went there, had a great career, but take it from a northern guy. Get a lot of one calls.
Yes sir.
But once again, you've done a great job. Proud of you.
Thank you.
And I'm glad that you never turned me down, and you're always willing to come on and talk about it. And you made a lot of people here in Savannah proud.
Yes sir.
And got to say thanks, Anthony Dooley, and mom's name?
Etor Samuels.
Etor Samuels. You guys have done a great job. Once again, this week's Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week will be attending Minnesota next year to play some football up there in Minnesota, and that's Zaquan Bryan. We'll be right back with another local kid that went on to Savannah State, was